Hey guys, so I put out the homeschool curriculum video a few weeks ago and got a lot of messages on just questions about homeschooling. I'm pretty stoked so many of you want to homeschool and are considering it, so I thought I'd put out some videos on just different questions you guys have had, like how we actually plan our homeschool, what's our schedules look like, how do we do it with both of us working full time, what our meal plans look like, what's our daily schedules look like, and any more questions. If you have other questions, just shoot me an email, text me, leave comments below, however you can reach me, just do that, and I will try to get those videos out before August, because I know a lot of you kind of want to make that decision before normal school, public school starts. So I'm gonna try my hardest to get all that out so that you guys can feel prepared before the coming year, if that's what you choose to do. I will say that you always need to, because I know a lot of you live in so many different states and stuff, that you need to look up your state laws, especially if you're pulling your kid out of school, what you need to do for that. So I'm going to leave a link below. It's to the HSLDA, just the Homeschool Defense League, that you can pay yearly or monthly and yearly to. Super cheap. It's like $11 a month for a family, so the entire family, and you get access to lawyers and legal advice and state requirements, which state requirements are free. You don't have to pay for that. But that'll be down below. And any other questions you have about that too, message me, and I can find the resources for you, because I just like doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, check out that link, especially if you're gonna homeschool. So let's get to it. I'm gonna try to explain how I plan. Probably get a little confusing, but we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. So I have a box of stuff I'm gonna be using that has everything I think I need. I grabbed some more stuff out because I wanted to add to more than what I said earlier this year, and or a few weeks ago, but I'll explain those here in a second. Sorry, my youngest is super excited. So I'm just gonna kind of run through and show you how I'm gonna do this. Again, in the past, I bought box curriculum, which came with a planner, and basically I could just check it off and write what we did. So this is kind of new. Bear with me. So basically, I'm gonna go to my July tab. I know there's a place for books. Yeah, so we have a reading list here. And so for history, basically, I want to read through all these books. A lot of them I'm gonna read, but a lot of them I'm gonna have the kids read aloud too, because I just like all of us reading together. So I got the red, white. I'm just gonna go through these, write them down so I make sure I have them all, and then I'm gonna go through this one. This is gonna be more Pilgrims and Thanksgiving and all that good stuff that I'm gonna end up writing in November, so I can make sure we have them. And then as I write them down, basically through July, we're gonna pick some fun ones to read, and then whatever day we end up reading it, I'll mark it in the history that we read whatever books, or make notes over here that we read whatever books. So that's what I'm doing. my language lessons for my third grader, what I'm going to do, I would typically go back here and just see how many lessons we had to do, and then I'm going to break it out and write it down. So next up we have science, which that's not per student. That's stuff they'll end up doing together, and I don't really know if there's slots for that. Nope. But what we want to do is, for science and history, what we're going to do is science every other day and history every other day. And we like to condense all of our schooling into a 4-day period. So that's why we're going to do every other day. And then with these, I'm not really going to plan them out as far as scheduling stuff. Because honestly, I think we'll end up making it through this and the anatomy stuff even before the year's over. So if they're loving it, we're going to do as much as possible with it. So I'm not going to plan that out. This is my son's kindergarten curriculum. I don't think we'll plan it out because we just need all these little suggestions they have in it throughout the week. So I'm just going to use this as our planner for kindergarten. Is actually probably going to be really simple. Okay, so this again is the science. Again, not planning that out because we'll make it through the year. Spelling power. Not planning spelling power out because you don't do that with spelling power. Now here in our state, we also have to keep track of hours. So as we write down what we did that day, we'll also keep track of the minutes or hours we end up spending on that specific subject too. Now I've grabbed writing out. And, they did writing 2 days a week. Again, we want to condense it down to 4 days, so she'll end up doing a reading and a writing on the same day at some point. Okay, so next up is handwriting, and that's for our third grader. Okay, so with this handwriting, what I did is last year we did 2 pages a day for 4 days a week, and then by the time they were done, I think it took about 14 weeks to get through this. By the time they were done, then all the assignments from here on out, whether it's reading, writing, spelling, anything they have to write with, they do cursive the rest of the year. So to make it easy on myself, I'm just gonna write 2 pages each day, and that we just know that's what to do. So there's the handwriting. All right, I know you guys are sitting there thinking like, what in tarnation, Chelsea? You didn't plan everything. Because I know that's part of your vocabulary. So yeah, and you're right. I didn't plan everything because there's just so much of it that this year we're gonna really kind of, I don't want to say go with the flow, but we are in a sense. So we still have Bible, we still have reading, we still have music and art, and so let me explain that to you. So with Bible, we are going to do memory verses. We're using the Charlotte Mason Simply Charlotte Mason method on how to do our memory verses, and I'll put a link below on how to do that. But it's essentially we're going to memorize the verses but not move on till everybody in the family has memorized them, except our baby. Yeah, so but and then once we do that, we'll move it on and we'll review the ones we did every week that we've already done. And so there's just no sense in writing that out. That'll just be written out as we do them. And then also we're probably going to go through more of the New Testament. I don't know for sure what in the New Testament we're going to go through yet, but that'll kind of come along as me and my husband kind of feel led, I guess is a good term to use, on what to do there. So but a lot of that, we just love discussing that stuff and run with the rabbit trails with it, because there's just so much to it, and when you get excited about it, you don't want to stop going down that way because you have a checklist to accomplish. So that's what we're doing for Bible. Math, again, I'll have to actually get on our teaching textbooks to see the lessons and quizzes, and I'll get those written down the same with the yearly overview to make sure we just stay on track with those. Now music, our oldest takes violin, and then the third grader does guitar, and so they'll practice those every day, and we'll write that down. We might dive into some music theory this year. I think, was it Circle of Fifths? We probably learned that. See? I'll get that down too. So learn a lot of music theory stuff. Art, that's going to be, I haven't decided if we want to do handcrafts, or we probably will actually. We're also, for electives this year, I did decide we're going to try to do, it's outschool.com. I'll put a link down in the description below too for that one. It's essentially a lot of parents and stuff have created, and even not parents too, but just people have created classes and courses specifically for kids to take, and they're just such random classes, but I love the fact that our kids can be like, oh, I want to do that. So like my daughter next week is starting a sign language course because she wants to learn sign language. So she'll meet in an actual classroom setting and on like a Zoom call, I think, with all the other kids taking it. And so they'll get to have that interaction back and forth. Not planning that because there's just so many cool classes offered and scheduled throughout it's not scheduled yearly, so it's just kind of every couple months you see new ones. So I don't want to for sure pick some out if they find themselves interested in other things. So I think that's it, and just keep sending me messages on what else you would like to see as far as homeschooling, especially if you're wanting to prep before August. I will try my hardest to get as much content to you so you feel prepared. And if these videos aren't doing it, I will be more than happy to speak to you personally. However, text me, call me, message me, email, whatever floats your little boat. So I think that's it. You guys have a great weekend, and like my husband always says, just kidding, like we always say, live a good journey.